About 15 years ago, I worked part-time as a courier for T-Mobile in a small town. The job was to pick up cash documents from stores and deliver them to the main office. As usual, some of the staff at the points of sale are young girls, and every visit was accompanied by jokes and light flirting on both their part and mine. This is not surprising, as they are often just bored at work or trying to distract themselves from annoying customers with their problems. All employees know my phone number in case there is something urgent that needs to be transferred to the main office. During one of the working days, I received an interesting message from an unknown number. "Hi, what are you doing tonight?" "Hi, who is this?" I replied in surprise. "This is Laura. You came by the other day," the unknown number continued. "I have to tell you, I have a terrible memory for names, and I had driven by about 10 places that day, so who this Laura was I had no idea, but it can't hurt to chat." And I replied, "I downloaded a movie for tonight and plan to lie on the couch." "Wow, can I come with you?" the stranger replied. I was not expecting such a turn and replied with the first thing that came to my mind. "Of course you can. Bring a cake." Drop the address, and a text message came back to me. It was strange to feel that a girl was blatantly seducing me. Every man understands that a movie night can only end in one way. Well, at least I was not in a relationship and open to such communication without moral breaks. The only thing that was a mystery to me was who would come, but I decided for myself that you can really just watch a movie and drink tea and cake, and then send the girl home if the expectation is not justified. And so the long-awaited evening came. I got a text message saying, "I'm taking a cab. Can you meet me at the door?" "Yes, of course, I'll be right there," I replied. Well, this is the moment of our meeting. I was excited, although I didn't understand why. I reassured myself that it was just a meeting with a girl who was more determined than most. I get ready, go out and wait as agreed. A taxi pulls up, and she jumps out. She really floated out, a tall, thin nymph, beautiful black locks, a beautiful light dress with a little breeze. She holds out the cake to me with a smile. I stand like a statue, in old, worn jeans and a homemade t-shirt, my eyes fluttering, trying to understand who she is. She seems to have noticed my reaction. Holding out the cake and smiling, she asked, "Are we going to eat it here or go home?" This phrase served as a call to decisive action for me, and I took the pie from her, opened the elevator door, and invited her in. We got into the elevator in silence, and as the elevator went up, I stole glances at her, trying to figure out who she was. I thought I was seeing her for the first time. She just smiled when our eyes met. And then we're in the apartment, alone. "What's wrong?" "You're looking at me strangely," Laura asked. "I'm sorry, I may offend you, but who are you?" "I don't remember talking to you before," I replied. She laughed so funny, and I was even more embarrassed. "And I thought that there is something wrong with me. You are usually so talkative when you come to us," always joking, smiling. "But here I see something wrong." Silent, looking strange, my beautiful stranger chirped. Her reaction relaxed me and made me smile. "I really can't remember who you are," I said, confused. "That's probably because I'm almost always behind the cash register, busy with customers. Although a few times you have personally taken the paperwork from me," Laura said with a sweet smile. Still seeing my confusion, she dug into her purse and pulled out her glasses, putting them on and pulling her hair into a ponytail, holding it up. "Do you recognize it like this?" "No," I mumbled. Laura let go of her hair and put her arms at her sides in a playful act of annoyance. No, it's not that I don't recognize you. It's the way you've changed." "You're so," I said, feeling like an idiot. "How what?" Laura continued playfully. "Beautiful," I exhaled. "Weren't you beautiful before?" the girl teased me. "And you were beautiful before, just different now." I resigned myself to the role of a shy guy. Laura frowned playfully, paused while I apologized, and laughed. "Oh, come on, breathe out. I'm kidding. It was fun watching you get out of it." "Where are your glasses?" "I want some hot tea to warm me up." The last word was said with a hint and a smile that made it clear I was in for a fun evening. Over tea and cake and conversation, I was amazed at how well Laura could communicate, and what a good sense of humor she had. So lively and natural. Slowly we moved to the couch, where we watched a movie at first, but as soon as she leaned against me, we forgot about the movie. What happened at night, I will not describe. I will only say that such a passionate girl I have never had before, and sometimes it seemed that I was in bed that night only to fulfill her whims. In the morning, when I opened my eyes, I saw her standing at the window. Laura was so pensive and beautiful. The thought crossed my mind that she was the one. I went over and hugged her from behind. She jumped in surprise, but didn't pull away. She just said, "I have to go." "Why?" "Stay with me," I whispered. Laura turned and looked me in the eye and said, "I'm married, and I don't want my husband to suspect anything." I pulled away and looked at her in surprise. "I'm sorry I lied. I just wanted to feel wanted. I love my husband. He's on leave in Alaska right now, and I miss the warmth of a man so much. You come every day. I like you very much. I thought I would distract myself once and nothing would happen, but I was wrong," said Laura in a soft but confident voice. I sat there not understanding what was going on. I listened to what Laura was saying, but my soul was empty. My thoughts were confused, and I couldn't concentrate until I heard her voice. "Will you close the door behind me?" Laura stood dressed at the door, ready to leave, averting her eyes, afraid to meet my gaze. I silently walked over and opened the door for her. She stopped at the elevator, looked me in the eye and asked, "Can I come tonight?"